work until I have enough, until I get this, my thunder gun upgraded to the Zeus cannon, then I will. But till then, I'm just going to sit here, get some points, and then wait for the upgrade. Oh yeah, and if you kill a smoker, unless it's like with a thunder gun or ray gun, then what they'll do is they'll go and fall down, and then they'll make this big old thing of green smoke. And then if they do that, then when you run into it, it'll blind you. If they blow up on you, it'll make you go slow, and it'll blind you really bad. So what you want to do is run around away from everybody as best you can until you can see and walk and run again. Now, if you're not good at juking like I am, then going around this and doing this isn't going to do much for you. So do what I said, and run down through that way. And once you go around this once or twice and you start having difficulties moving around, then just run down that. Then you can go and do whatever you need to. Okay. Now, I have enough to upgrade my thunder gun, but I'm not going to go and upgrade it yet. I'm going to try and use up the rest of my ammo with it first, or just wait until I get into a tighter situation and then go. But really, if you're good at all this stuff, then you can go and do this and make it around like 30, 40, 50, whatever. Depends on how good you are at it. So, this is a great strategy for you, for anybody, pretty much. I mean, this strategy doesn't just work for solo, it works for multiplayer too. And then if you hear that there's not too many zombies left, you don't see any of them going around, you just see a couple of them, just go and shoot them with your gun. Probably not the thunder gun, because that would be a waste of ammo, but use your other gun. Now, also, the more claymores you have in the spot, the safer you are, because as soon as a zombie gets into the side of a claymore, it'll blow up right away, and then it'll usually make it so that only one claymore will blow up. Now, notice how I don't just run one way, I go back and forth. Sometimes I'm going to run around one way, then I'll switch to the other. That's a great idea, because if you just go and run around one way, you'll end up screwing up sooner or later, and then you'll get too cocky about going one way, and then you'll just start not paying attention as much. But if you go back and forth, then you'll end up screwing up a little bit, and then it'll make it so that you're not as cocky and you won't screw up so much. Oh man, pretty much when you get to the higher rounds, you get more smokers than you do zombies. So. Now, if you go and reload with a thunder gun and you go and switch weapons real quick and you're not sure if you finished reloading or not, don't worry about that until you really need to, like until you're like in a safe area or something. Then you can go and check, but don't do it when you're in the middle of doing this cycle. Otherwise, you might end up getting screwed. See, it's knocking more and more down because I'm getting to higher levels, and then the thunder gun doesn't do quite as much damage, so then its range kind of like decreases. So you gotta realize that it'll do that, and just chill out if it happens. Don't go and start going crazy thinking that you're gonna get screwed over because of that, because you won't. You'll be fine. Oh yeah, and then if you get, like, see how high of a level I am? Well, when you get to this high of a level, then grab anything you see at all. Doesn't matter what it is, just grab it. Any of the power-ups. And if you're running around and then you go and shoot one of these, but you don't need the other, so you only shoot off one, don't go and waste the other bullet, because every bullet with this thing counts. So save it as best you can, because it will save you in the future. And then when you're doing the cycle, use the lighter gun that you have to do it, so that you don't get down so easy, or so that you can dodge them easier. Because if you use a big gun like the thunder gun and you run around, you'll be going so slow that when you run, the zombies will be able to stop some of your jukes, and then you could end up dying from it. But when you get to higher levels like this, you have to start running a bit more than you do on the lower levels, because these guys start coming at you faster and faster and faster. So then you have to go faster so that they don't catch you. Now again, when you do this process, you'll have to keep doing it over and over and over non-stop to be able to survive, and it will take you a couple of times of gathering them up before the round is over. And also, in the lower rounds, you won't see as many zombies gather up in one spot. Don't worry about that too much. Just get as many of them as you can and then blast them. And make sure you can get them as big of a group as you can. Make sure that there's no zombies coming from anywhere, so that they'll come out. Because for each round that you blast, there's still a limit of zombies that can come out at a time. I'm not sure what it is for any of the rounds, so don't ask. But then if you don't see any other zombies coming around, that means that you've either reached the limit or these are the last zombies that are. See, like right now, there's no more zombies coming from anywhere. So then I'm gonna go and try and take them all out right now. Yep, this is the end. So. You know, if you only hear like one or two zombies making noise, that means that it's probably the end of the round. However, sometimes it won't be. Like right now, I thought that was the end, but I guess it's not. Because when there's only a couple zombies left, or if you go and take out everything around you, there will only be like one or two zombies that will come at you after that for a minute, and then more and more will come. Then it'll slowly become a big group again. Now, you see I'm almost out of ammo with this thing again. Once I run out of ammo, I'm going to go and upgrade it because, you know, I have enough money. I need a stronger gun, so why not? Notice how I keep placing these claymores right here? It's because sometimes when I do this process, I go and start walking backwards that way and get stuck right there in that corner. So that's a really good spot you want to place a claymore, because sometimes you'll get distracted and not notice it. And I've died on some pretty high levels from that. And then you see that quick revive I got earlier? It puts me down like this. Now, if you don't have a pistol, something that's in the pistol family, then they'll go and give you gold pistols that have explosive ammo. Now you see I screwed up right there, got myself killed, but that's just a mistake. all you have to do is keep that process going and for a long time, and you'll survive to a really high rank.